The morning lights of the research station hummed softly, casting a sterile glow across the metallic floor. Leora rubbed her temples and sighed. Mornings were never easy, especially when you were orbiting an uncharted planet with an alien roommate who had no sense of personal space. She glanced at the figure hovering awkwardly near the doorway, bioluminescent veins pulsing faintly beneath translucent skin. "I still can't sit comfortably after last night," the alien confessed, its tone low and hesitant, almost like a human whispering a guilty secret. Leora blinked. "Excuse me?" The alien shifted uncomfortably, its limbs bending at angles that no human anatomy could manage. "It's my physiology. The collision, it has made sitting, standing, even leaning against surfaces painful." She tried to hide her amusement. Of all the confessions she had expected this morning, this definitely ranked in the top 5. And yet, the vulnerability in its glowing eyes made her pause. This was not a casual complaint. It was a rare admission of discomfort, an acknowledgement of trust. "You mean that experiment last night?" she asked cautiously. The alien's shoulders slumped. "Yes, I underestimated zero-gravity interactions. Your species density, your movement. It caused unexpected stress on my skeletal matrix." Leora pinched the bridge of her nose and groaned. "We both underestimated it. You slammed into the lab console, I nearly floated out the viewport, and now you can't even sit?" The alien tilted its head, a faint blush of bioluminescence brightening its cheeks. "Correct. I apologize for my awkwardness. I did not anticipate such human humor in the aftermath." Leora shook her head, a reluctant smile tugging at her lips. "Well, you're officially banned from experimenting in the zero-gravity chamber alone. And next time, try to avoid crushing the furniture." The alien gave a small, almost sheepish nod. For the first time, Leora realized that navigating interspecies friendship, or something more, was going to be far more complicated than any experiment they had conducted. Night had fallen over the orbiting research station, leaving the lab bathed in the cool, artificial glow of its emergency lights. Leora adjusted the controls on the zero-gravity simulator, still shaking her head at the memory of the chaos from earlier. She hadn't realized how quickly things could spiral out of control when an alien's anatomy collided with human technology. The incident had started innocuously, a routine experiment to test the alien's muscular adaptation in zero-G conditions. Leora had floated nearby, monitoring vitals and recording data, but one miscalculated thruster adjustment sent the alien hurtling across the chamber. Its translucent form glimmered under the lab lights as it collided with the edge of the console. I apologize," the alien had said immediately, wobbling midair. Its bioluminescent veins flashed erratically, a physiological sign of both stress and embarrassment. "No, my fault too," Leora had replied, stretching to stabilize herself. Her own momentum sent her spinning toward the same console. The two collided once more, bodies awkwardly entangled for a few precious seconds before she managed to push off. Papers and small instruments tumbled in zero-gravity arcs, floating past them like startled fish. The alien's confession had come quietly, almost sheepishly, as it attempted to regain composure. "Your density, your movements, they caused unexpected stress. My skeletal matrix is compromised. My comfort levels are affected." Leora had blinked. "You mean you're hurt?" "Minor," it said, tone defensive. "Embarrassment is worse." They had laughed then, awkwardly and nervously, as the tension diffused. But beneath the humor was something else, a rare, honest glimpse into the alien's vulnerabilities. That night had created an unspoken bond. Mistakes, collisions, and laughter had given way to trust. Trust that now lingered awkwardly in the air, making every glance, every gesture between them weighted with unspoken meaning. By the time the emergency lights dimmed to rest mode, both human and alien had learned something crucial. Zero-gravity experimentation could be hazardous, but it was nothing compared to navigating each other's worlds. Leora watched as the alien shifted awkwardly in the observation deck chair, its translucent form pulsating softly under the station lights. The confession from earlier that morning still lingered in her mind. It literally couldn't sit comfortably after last night. She leaned against the railing, curious and cautious, realizing that the situation was both delicate and— "I am grateful," it said, "for your patience, your understanding. Most humans would not accommodate such peculiar needs." Leora leaned back in her chair, glancing at the soft glow of the alien's form. "We make it work. That's what humans do. And, well, I don't mind learning. A faint flicker of light pulsed along the alien's veins, a gesture that Leora instinctively recognized as warmth, perhaps even affection. "Then, perhaps, future experiments will be more comfortable for both of us," it said, a hint of humor threading through its voice. As they sat side by side in the adapted chairs, the station quiet except for the hum of life support, Leora realized that the accident in the zero-gravity lab had created more than physical discomfort. It had forged trust, understanding, and a bond that transcended species. And for the first time, both human and alien felt truly at ease in each other's presence, ready for whatever adventures or misadventures the universe had in store next.